Good morning. I'm Zhihong. In today's Learn Chinese Calligraphy lecture, let's take a look at variations of the 8 words in Sanskrit that we were doing for our project, the couplet of exotic mountains and rivers and same wind and moon on the sky. 山川异域，风月同天. Over the 1,000 years of the Sanskrit was being developed, from about 10,000 years, actually from 1,000 years before Jesus was born till like about 200 years after that. There are many variations there are evolutions of how those words, each single one of them was changing. And then later on in Qing Dynasty, there are a school of scholars whose interest in writing Sanskrit, and they had created many forms of the same words. So from the 8 words for the couplet, we can see how those variation changes. For example, this is Shan, mountain. So let's just take a look. So presumably, this is the tip of the mountain. And look how it has changed to this one into a triangle. And then look at just this arc. This one is curly towards outside. This one is towards inside. So there are those variations. Of course, each of the width of each lines changes too. There are very wide ones, there are very thin ones. So there are variations on that too. The topology doesn't change, but those subtle changes in the curve, in the variation of width, and also in the shape, that can help you create your own couplet with those words. For example, this is Shan. Now take a look at this, Chuan. See, we remembered Chuan was made by 3 curves. Presumably, those assemble to how the flow runs. And look at this one. So it have a significant curve in the middle, and this one in the top. And also whenever the curve changes, one has a relatively smooth one, another has rather sharp ones. So that's Chuan. And take a look at Yi, for example. Each have those distinguished style and features. So those can help you. Some of them are really round ones. Some have rather sharp, defined curve or squares. So that's Yi. And Yu, same field. This is field. So this historically has much less variations, but still you can see the changes here. This is Feng, wind. And see the curve changes here. It's quite significant changes. This is from stone rubbing. This is written by a person with brush pen, and this is carved in stone and rubbed. Okay, look at how many shapes of moons are there. Look at this. For example, the curve can go like this. The curve can go like this. And the curve can even go like this. Just look at the curve itself. So that allows some creativity. And there are, of course, even a curve like this. All right. Okay, so that's 梦月. Tong, same thing. You'd be surprised, even just with few simple strokes, there can be so many variations. Tong. And Tian. See, this is very much like a person has something on top of his head. And this one is much more geometric. And look at those changes. This is like a steel wire. Like this one. Iron wire, actually. So that's the variations, that there are dictionaries just to collect those variations written by different people over the long history for one single word. So that's a resource where you can tap into in terms of creating artwork for the couplet. 山川异域，风月同天, exotic mountains and rivers, same wind and moon on the sky, to emphasize sympathy for people living in different areas. All right, so that's today's lecture. Thank you. Happy writing.